welcome back to Trim the Fats. It's a podcast to help us with our fears, our anxieties, and trauma, the fat that keeps us stuck. Today I have Tina, of course, my co-host, and Ashley Grady. We are here to talk about some things to help us become a better version of ourselves, or a better me. We're also going to talk about some upcoming exciting events that Ashley is throwing in the city of Memphis, and we hope that you'll be a part of. So without further ado, Ashley, introduce yourself again. You've been here before. We're so glad that you came back. It's been a while. Over a year.
Over a year. Valentine's Day last year.
Valentine's Day. We did Valentine's night.
Don't
and
make
people
this
love
next time.
I know. You need to be a regular too. I love people so many places that in Chicago, my friends in Chicago, my friends here working with me, some of her people, they love that episode. They love the things you talked about with relationships, with overcoming things what people thought, people were thinking and saying different things. You overcame that and you just kept going, and your work ethic, it was so much. So I want you to know, if I haven't said, I'm sure I have, that it was wonderful. And I'm so glad. That's why I love to have you back and all the things that you do. I just commend you on everything you share.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, she shares so much on Facebook. She's very transparent, more brave. I want to be brave like that with sharing some of the things I go through, because I think that you have that people like you because of that, and they can relate to you. And you share things about the struggles with your child, and things you overcome in your relationship, and things with the entrepreneurship. And look at you, you still thriving and still shining. I love that. I love that. So go ahead and introduce yourself again for the people, the newcomers and the people that don't know you. And
Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Grady, as Rhonda said. I think I would like to start off by saying transparency is my superpower. That's who I am at my core. Growing up, I had, everything was swept under the rug, we
talked about that.
Nobody talked about, relationships in a way that we needed it to be talked about. It was always just, don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't have sex.
Yeah.
Don't get pregnant. So, that's where my transparency stems from. Just growing up feeling like I had nobody to talk to, nobody to relate to, nobody to share personal things with, other than, guess what? A man. Because they don't listen if they don't do nothing else. True. Especially in your younger years, because typically that's your best friend. That's your dynamic. Yeah. But I'm a mom of two. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a sister. I am a best friend. I am the person that you call when you're in the clutch.
Hey.
That's me.
Hey, Ashley, nice to meet you. I love it too. I love it too. And something you just said about people sweeping things under the rug and best friend and things, sharing things. You didn't have somebody to share stuff with. So now transparency is your superpower. One of the things that I really love about my life, we didn't talk about, is that I've been blessed with dynamic friends since the age of 3. I still have a friend that we're still friends. We talk every other day. I still have friends from high school that we talk all the time. Or if we don't, it's like we never missed a beat, and we love each other so tremendously. I wanted a sister so long, and God gave me sisters throughout my whole life. I've only lost one friend, and one friend from I have friends that I call sisters. And I didn't struggle with some of the things I hear people talk about, unless it was just not known to me, like jealousy or undermining or, things like that. Betrayal, because I can see that. I can feel that. So I wouldn't choose that person as my friend, even if they tried to sneak in. So that's what I mean. So, and I'm
at a high level of discernment.
Let me tell you, and I love that I have the sisterhood of friends and things like that along the way. So and I love that you said, and people, they do go to the boy. Because he said he's going to be my best friend. Yeah. He said he's going to be my one and only. I don't need to talk to anybody else. Yeah. He said, you know what I'm saying? And we trust, he said those things. So, yeah.
For a moment, the boy becomes our safe space.
Yes.
Protector. When we didn't have a dad.
Yes. And sometimes they needed the mom or whatever we looked like as a mommy. So it was a reciprocation. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's so true. That's so much deeper.
Think about that.
But it's so true. Oh my God, this is not even what we wanted to talk about. However, that is
dive in.
No, let's dive in. Let's get into it. Because most men don't have that good, safe relationship with mom. Let me tell you why. I know this from experience. From so many. I started at a young age with boyfriends. Okay, and because they were either being the provider for the home and the leader because the mom had to work, or they were hurt and distraught by the dad or the husband, or alcoholic household or drug addicted household. So now that person had to go out, find a way, hustle, and become the man of the house. And so he never developed a relationship with the mom where mom was nurturing to him. So now he looks for that in said woman.
Yep.
Also, they possibly had that and lost it at an early age where there was a death or drug addicted mom. And so now they look for that in said woman. Sure. And the other thing that they also lack is because they have so much anger. And we wonder why do some men have anger towards women in authority and certain things like that? Because they never saw their mom be successful. They never saw, and they wanted it so bad. It's so many layers to that. And then here's the other part. Us that are nurturers, we don't want to leave.
We handicap them.
And we don't want to leave.
We coddle them.
And we put our our needs to the side because they need us.
We handicap the ones that haven't healed. We handicap the ones that haven't went back and dealt with the little boy within them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to even go so far as to men, not all, men marry the mom.
Yeah.
They cheat with the nurturer.
Yes.
It's because I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You don't be patient enough to wait until you get 2 in 1. I married, what she subconsciously, she reminds me of my mom. This is, what I need. She cooks and she shows structure.
She shows up.
But that nurturer is who I get love from. That nurturer.
The validation that he's seeking and looking for that he's not getting from home, but the nurturer is giving him.
Because the wife is not your best friend.
Yep.
She's your mom. So we as women, and I'm guilty of this in my previous marriage, stop momming these men and actually be their best friend. Because guess what? I can't be everything for you. I'm sorry, I can't.
And nobody can be everything for us.
Exactly.
That's true.
Vice versa. But what I can do is try to be, like going forward, I know where I made mistakes in my former. So going forward, I know what I potentially want to be to my future person, my future spouse. I'm not going to mother you. I'm not going to coddle you. But yes, I am going to nurture you. I feel like we can do both. I cannot be your mom, but I can still nurture you.
Yeah. That's so good.
But to piggyback off what you said some men, but not all.
Sure.
I would like to take it another level and say male versus men, because the other ones, they're not even men at all, right? Like they're males. And I think a lot of times when we have conversations, we say, well, not all men. No, all men do a certain thing because they're a man.
Yeah.
The other ones are the males. They're just
and they
males.
overcompensate.
Yeah. They haven't reached their full potential of a manhood.
No, but we're not bashing.
They never will.
We're not bashing. We're just having a discussion from experience. Experience is a great teacher. Yeah. Okay.
Because I take my hat off to a real man who comes in the picture and is willing to learn you and allow you to learn him.
And let me add this.
Okay.
And also be transparent and tell you where they're lacking.
Yes.
And be open and not try to front on it. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Well, how did we get here?
I know.
So good.
I love
So good. Okay. So, but anyway, go ahead. We were still introducing you.
Oh.
You are mom. You're a friend. You're a sister. Yeah, but no, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, I loved it. I think that was a good breakaway.
Yeah, it was.
I also have a question for you, Ashley.
Yes.
Transparency is my superpower. I would love for you to elaborate on that, because we come from a culture where you don't tell everybody your business.
Right.
You don't put your business on social media. You don't. But they don't talk about how transparency actually helps a person, or how transparency actually shows people that they can be vulnerable. Because I feel that our generation, probably the generation ahead of us, they lack vulnerability.
Yep.
There's so much pride in both generations. Nobody wants to lay down their chest. Everybody,
Yeah.
yes, no.
Superwoman.
Yes. So I would love for you to, explain how you got to the point of where transparency became your superpower.
Okay, so let me think about that. I think that I spent years of my life searching for my purpose. And I think I began to realize that my purpose was helping people heal through my story. I probably should say stories.
Yes.
And not story, because I've been through so much in my life. And what good does it do if I keep everything to myself?
Did we just say this?
Wow.
Exactly that.
That's crazy. So I think it just got to a point to where I realized everywhere I turn around, somebody's confiding in me.
Yeah.
Strangers, people I know, my mama friends that are much, much older than me. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And I'm talking high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Starting in high school. So it just got to a point where I was like, what's my purpose?
Yes.
I can't just keep saying people, because I love people and I always love people, hence service industry. But, once I understood my purpose, I was like, I got to be more transparent about what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Because I'm already not talking to nobody. My journal was my best friend.
Yes.
My journal ended up becoming into short stories where I was like, okay, one day I'm going to write a book.
We all are.
So,
I mean, like we got, she is, I am, you are.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, one day I'm going to write a book. I got these short stories. These things are happening. Now I want to start talking about it. So that's basically what happened. I just was like, it's time for me to start releasing some of the things that I've been through so it can help someone else.
Okay. Listen to me. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that so much, because so many of us hold on to it. It either becomes detrimental to us and it's not doing any service to others. It also holds us back from becoming, because sometimes you try to cover it up and say, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen to me, so I'm not going to tell anyone.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Or you're embarrassed.
Like we said, like you got embarrassed. You're embarrassed. You know what I think that people are more embarrassed about? I think we get more embarrassed about what other people do to us than what we do to ourselves.
Facts.
It's crazy. Like I will share I'll be accountable for something I've done, but something that somebody else has done to me, I don't know why it's kind of harder to share that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why.
Because you feel guilty.
I don't know. It's some kind of guilty with myself, or saying I shouldn't have let that happen.
Yeah. But not only that, again, going back to a cultural thing, we are our brother's keeper. And, you're taught to, oh, you don't say that. Oh, you don't. How many people
Keep our business in the house.
Exactly. How many people have been molested by a family member?
Yes.
And we're told to keep. We were trained not to be. That's why I asked her, how is your vulnerability your superpower? We were taught against that. We didn't talk. You are to be seen and
I heard.
Yep.
And you said something at the beginning. You said early on, you saw that people were saying, your family was saying, okay, no, we're not talking about it. It was swept under the rug. And so what age, where were you, or what incident happened where you was like, okay, I'm sharing. It's like that first time where you was like, I need to tell somebody, not just your journal, not just your boyfriend, but you shared with somebody. And you was like, okay, I need to open up because I'm not holding on to this. And it can help somebody else.
I think with my ex-husband, I don't know what was going on in the world, but there was a lot of people having family members dying of cancer. And my ex-husband, in the beginning of our marriage, he was diagnosed with cancer. And that was a very rough time for me because everything was on me. And my family did a lot for us. And so the very first time I actually spoke out was to speak out to caregivers of cancer patients, because all we hear about is the cancer survivor or the person that may have lost their life to cancer, but nobody thinks about the people that have to not hate, but have to help take care of the cancer patient. I know what I went through. I know the lonely nights I had. I know the times that I couldn't cry or give up because I know this person must be going through way more than me because they're the ones with cancer, but I'm the one taking care of you, not knowing how this is going to turn out.
Right.
And I started speaking out. That was the first moment when I started speaking out and opening myself up and being transparent. I just started making posts and talking to people about my experience as being with someone and living with someone that had cancer.
And you saw people needed that.
More than I knew.
Right.
Wow.
My inbox was flooded.
Wow.
I made friends.
Right.
It was more than I knew.
Right.
And I'm talking not even just spouses, children that are taking care of their parents, you know, friends that don't know what to say to their best friend. People started calling me like, what did you cook? Like when they're going through their chemo and radiation, their diet changes. Like, can you give me some tips? Can you, like, I had all different type of conversations with different type of people and met them where they were on their journey of taking care of someone with cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, no,
There's a lot. I'm sorry. Was that therapeutic for you? Like how?
Yes.
Because for me, when I'm able to unload, that's so
reward.
I keep so much in because in the back of my head, you just want attention, or in the back of my head, we don't do.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I try to and I know we don't even have to do that. I have, like I shared that I had the West Nile virus and it went to my brain.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, I'm not looking for pity because I wasn't. I really want somebody, and I get talked to by my friends like they get mad at me because I don't tell them things. Like I just went to dinner with two of my best friends last week and they were like, Rhonda, we are so mad at you. We saw your post and you didn't
know.
We didn't know. Like, why did you do that? But I was like, it's not pity. They said, it's not pity. We can help you with your child. We can help you with food. We can help you. Little things matter. We want to be there. You've been there. It's how we, and I said, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do better. But the thing about that is that we don't want to look at like we're a burden to others. Yeah. People can be burdens to us because we can withstand it. And that's what we think we're called to do sometimes, be caregivers and nurturers and be that friend that's not fair weather. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we say, okay, let me take care of this and let me do this for this person, but I'm not going to be that person to somebody else.
Exactly.
Ain't that bad?
And we need
that's me.
Right. Yeah.
It's so bad.
We need it.
Yes.
Just like you said, you was like, you didn't tell me. I was like, I just did.
You're just used to going through things on your own by yourself, handling
or
it.
telling one person or two.
And how many of us as women go through so many silent battles? I'm talking about you going through hell and high water, literally by yourself. But when you go around people, you wear this beautiful smile on your face. And nobody knows that on the inside you're cracking. Nobody knows when you get in those four walls.
Or in the car.
You boo-hoo crying, or you on your knees crying out to God. Nobody knows
women.
Because we hold that in.
Yeah. But the other side of that is when you wear that smile because you already have so much joy. You do have joy from other things.
That's true.
And you've overcome so much. You trust in the process and have faith. Other people cry, boo-hoo and cry also, and then wear a smile that's fake and they don't have any joy. They don't know what the next step going to be. They don't know where the next meal is going to come from. They don't know where their feelings are going to get, better and I'm going to be at a stable place in life. They don't know. But there's some that's like, okay, let me go. I gathered a little bit of strength. Let me get out there because I know that's where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
But it's just so much. It's so much.
Yeah, it's so much to navigate and so much to balance. Like, I feel like there should be balance to it all. You should have your go-to person. You should have your go-to people to where, like, your best friend shouldn't have found out.
That's true.
Online.
That's true.
That's true. But that's me too. There's so much that my best friend possibly does not know. But when I'm ready to share it, I will share it. Yeah. I had a moment last year, I want to say, I was battling with depression. And I never told anyone. And my best friend was the first person. I sat in the car in the garage and I just let it go. Yeah. She didn't judge me. Yeah. She didn't say, well, why you ain't tip? Yeah. She gave me tips. Okay, well, now that we're self-aware of this, what are we going to do with that? Yeah. I had been holding that
for so long. And then you felt so much better when you let it go.
Because I was able to share that with her, not to be a burden.
And release.
Exactly.
Breathe.
It was about release.
And breathe. My friend Denise shared on Facebook today. All she said was B and then REATHE. Just breathe.
Breathe.
And so many people just on that post said, that's for me. That word was for me. Thank you for saying that. Like just the simplest.
Take a moment to breathe.
Breathe. Because we don't right. You know what I'm saying? We just sometimes because we want to be all things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And in us being all things, who are we allowing to be something for us? Not all things, but some things. Especially for me being single, you're in a relationship, so you might be able to, or But
it was hard in the beginning. I had to relearn everything all over again because I was this person for so long in this relationship, and not only that, I didn't understand. You know how we talk about men have roles in relationships, or men should do this, men should do that. Well, women have roles too.
Yeah.
Women should do this and women should do that. I didn't understand my role as a woman in a relationship because I did everything.
Wow.
Oh, so good.
Everything.
And I had to hear that. And it's one of my best friends, a girl told me that. She said, I need you to step back a little bit because I don't give people chances. In the past, after divorce, it was like everything was just so... I'm the leader, but I got to let somebody lead if I'm going to have a relationship.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to compromise if I'm going to have a relationship. And it was so many times and then my friend, she just told me, she said, can I just be blunt with you? She said, you can't, you're going to have to stop and step back.
That's a friend. I love
She
that.
told me, she's like, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do better. She was like, because you can't be telling, you can't expect someone to lead and you trying to be that too. Yeah, you got to compromise.
Yep.
But yeah, so, okay. Well, good conversation.
I know.
Zena had to dip out, but other than that, we I know last time we talked about, we always get into good conversation.
I know.
But something you just said, you said so many good gems. You shared so many good gems already. Like we could have like an ongoing.
I
think. You talked about how you had to learn your role or roles as a woman. And some people can get kind of frazzled by that because they say, okay, no, I'm not going to be the cook, the washing the clothes. Is that, we're not talking about
That's
that.
not what I mean.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to clarify. We're not talking about the activity. We're talking about emotional roles, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Emotional maturity.
Yes.
So, when you come from a situation where you're used to doing everything, you don't understand how that makes the man feel, not the male, but how that makes the man feel, because men want to feel needed. They want to feel wanted. So if you're handling everything, what is he here for? Sex. That's it. Money. So
they could do that somewhere else.
Right. So, I had to pump my brakes.
Yeah.
My boyfriend would tell me all the time, like, you got it. And I got tired of hearing you got it because I don't want to have it.
Right. Right.
No, I don't want to have it.
Right,
I'm sorry.
right.
Like your friend said, pump your brakes.
Yeah.
Let me pump my brakes because I really don't want to have it. I'm just used to having it. So let me let you have it, and let me not be afraid to see how it works out for us if I let you have it.
I got it. It's so true because we wear those hats and we do those things, but we do want to let our hair down. We do want to put our feet up. We do want, in all those type of ways, we want to relax and breathe.
Yes.
And we need to trust that person, though, that they'll let us relax and breathe. And it's so difficult these days. It's just difficult because, and like you said, if you've been doing this for 20, 30 years, it's going to be difficult to let that
work with me.
Yeah.
If you really like me, work with me. And I think that the important thing about it is showing up as who you are in the beginning and setting your intentions and your boundaries. Then they already know what they have to work with because they can truly see the woman in you.
Oh, I love it.
So even if there's things that we bumping heads on, like, hey, you're not my wife, so I'm not asking you to be submissive to me. What I'm asking is for you to allow me to be a man. And one of the things my boyfriend tell me is, I don't need your permission to be a man.
Ooh,
I'm going to be a man all by myself.
Right.
And I'm like, Okay.
I'm here for. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But, when you really think about what that means, it means you can make decisions and you don't always have to run it by me.
Right. Tell me
You
what
can
we do.
decide, you can decide this is what we're about to do and I can just go along with it.
Yeah.
I can feel like we're supposed to handle business this way, and you can feel like we're supposed to handle business this way. But if I'm trusting you and trusting the process, I can sit back and breathe and do it your way this time.
I love it.
And then maybe next time you can do it my way. That's that compromise. But I don't have to always have it my way because I feel like my way works.
And I think that's where you came and you've matured in your emotions. And then, like you said, coming from years before and having to do so much, but then you are mature and you learn and you actually accept those things that you're learning and take ownership, then we mature. Also, so good. So I know that, your boyfriend is very supportive of the things you do, all the things you do.
Yeah.
And that takes us to some of the things that you have coming up. One of them is the Luxury Pinkniq.
Yeah.
So, of course, I want you to share about it and tell us all the things that we're going to be looking forward to. In September.
So this is year 4 for the Luxury Pinkniq. I'm so excited. Thank you. I really wanted to bring a different experience to the city. And I don't view my event as a party. I truly view my event as an experience. I want from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, you dancing out on the lawn and you like, listen, if it went over, I'll still be out here with my shoes off, dancing, eating, drinking, having a good time. And so where I am with this event is understanding not just what I want for the city, does the city want it? Because we have to understand as business owners, we got to understand our market and our demographics.
I see.
So Pinkniq Memphis needs your help.
Yes. And tell us about, so go back to it. It is a great event. I was there. I'll talk about it later. But how did it start? What was your vision of it? And what is your vision of it now?
So my idea for this event started back in 2021 during COVID. And I had screenshotted all these pictures of like festivals, events in the park, picnic setups, and I just had a whole folder full of it, right? And so in 2022, when I started going through my divorce, I really needed something that I could like pour my all into outside of my business because I already pour my all into my business. So I was like, okay, this is the year to birth Pinkniq.
Okay.
And so I was like, let me figure out what I want to call it. I want it to be different than the other festivals. I want to think about when I'm out of town, what do I experience that I don't experience here?
Yeah.
I don't want to copy nobody else's event. I want to fully birth this for my own. So I sat down and I started just writing ideas out, jump online, make a post. Hey, if this event has such and such, would you come?
Yeah.
They didn't even know what I was cooking.
Right.
I would jump back online. If I did a luxury picnic in the park, aunties, I know y'all want somewhere to sit down, so what you want me to do? So then I birthed, I need VIP section.
Yeah.
So then I birthed the VIP tents. Do you want to do this privately with your crew? Because, some people, they just want to party with their crew. Or I could do another avenue of this, and I could do one big open tent. And anybody that's in this tent is VIP, but I want you to mix and mingle.
Yeah.
It ain't no assigned seats. It ain't no reserved tables. It's just a space where you can still enjoy this event and you don't have to worry about sitting on the ground. So that's just my process was every little detail of this event, I wanted it to be different. I wanted to support local artists. I wanted to support artists that people don't typically see in Memphis. I wanted to support vendors. I wanted them to come and make money and spread their business and awareness. Local food trucks. Also to the point to where if you go to festivals in Memphis, you may love the idea that it's just a whole line full of food trucks and you can be greedy and eat whatever you want. But we don't know if those business owners are making money.
Right.
Because even if it's a lot of people, we don't know out of 8-10 food trucks which one the crowd is flocking to. So I have a rule that is one food truck for every 250 people.
I see.
So that's just how my brain works and how I plan out my event.
That's nice.
So year 2, we took the event to Chicago.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite year.
That's
year 2. And Chicago, didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
I partnered with my cousin. She's my business partner. She actually lives in Chicago, well, in the suburbs, on the outskirts of Chicago. We planned it there, and almost 2,500 people came to Chicago. And then that year, I brought Jay Hal, which he's from Memphis, and that was 2023. And Memphis was 850 people.
Okay.
Year 4, we saw a major decline. Now, at this point, all of these different festivals are popping up in the city. I understand money is tight for everybody. So a lot of people have to pick and choose, okay, am I going to go here? Am I going to go there? And the same thing is happening this year. The market has so many events, and which I love that for Memphis because people always say it's nothing to do here. Well, there's a lot to do in Memphis now.
Yes.
So I have to learn to understand what my market wants and what I don't want for my event.
I see. I get it.
And so I'm learning that it's okay if the market isn't for Memphis for Pinkniq, but I'm not ending Pinkniq.
We're not ending it.
I'm not ending it.
I remember we came 2 years ago. That was our first time coming in Memphis. I wish I would have known about Chicago, but next time you do it, because that's where I'm from.
Going to Chicago next year.
And the thing that you didn't say is there is a theme. The women do feel good, the women and men. So what I liked about it, the men were clean. They had on their pink and white and different things, and still they looked good. They smelled good. Yeah. And the other thing about your event is you let the people that attend, they have creativity with their setup, however we want to do it. Yeah. We had a blanket, but we also had lights.
Yeah, I set up
flowers. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And then just looking around at the whole atmosphere, and there was no drama.
No.
It was, the drinks were good, the pictures were good, the people that came around and checked on us were good. You came and checked around on everybody. I saw you walking around and you checked around. You was like, and we didn't know it was your event. Somebody else told us it was your event. Yeah. So you came and checked on us. I mean, I remember very classy but fun social experience. And it's memorable. So if you have not heard, or if you've heard and haven't been to, it's time to come to the one here. It's really a nice time.
September 20th. And we're taking it. We moved it from Shelby Farms to downtown Memphis. Okay. Which I love because Memphis is trying to show people that downtown Memphis is safe. Okay. You can have safe, fun events in downtown Memphis. So I'm honored to move my event to downtown. The park is beautiful. It's right off the river. You can see the bridge in the background. It's intimate. Shelby Farms was one big, wide open space, and they kept it open to the park. Okay. So nobody should be attending the event in this space that's not supposed to. Okay. Because it's just a small, intimate, beautiful park. So I'm excited about that. Ticket sales are on the luxurypinkniq.com. We are getting ready to launch our Not on One Day sale really soon. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. And I just want you guys to know that this event is special and near and dear to my heart. I have a lot of things still under my sleeves. Like every year I want to bring something new to the event. Whether it's in Memphis or if I'm taking it to other cities, I still want to constantly keep rebranding this event. I want to keep everybody on their toes.
Love. And this is one to support. You know how some people say, I'm not supporting that because I don't like just certain things. Yeah. It's nothing that I can say. And I'm very cautious of what I attend. Yes. I like to attend certain things. I love to attend dainty things. I love to attend things that's fun. But I'm still very cautious of the environment. And I can say that this is one for so many different type of people. Mm-hmm. And it's just something to look forward to. So like we've been talking about it since before. I missed it last time. But when I went 2 years ago, bomb time. So yeah, Luxury Pinkniq, look it up. We'll have the link. Link should be at the bottom. And then we'll share the tickets where you can purchase the tickets and the 901 day sale, all of the things. And then also we'll share some pictures, of course, from the last time.
And we're going to give away some tickets, not to my followers, but to Rhonda's followers.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yes. So
thank you.
I'm going to let you choose how you want to do that. Okay. And we'll see who's watching, who's really supporting, and see how they can get those tickets.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
2 tickets?
Let's do 4.
Let's do 4. Okay,
Yes.
we'll do that. Thank you. All right, but it's going to be a great event. We're speaking over it. Who's supposed to be there will be there.
Yes.
And next year will be even better. We're going to always, every year is going to be evolving. So thank you. Thank you also for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's always a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Please share, especially share this one. We want people to listen, even if you want to fast forward to the end to hear about this. But this episode has been great. We hope that you share, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one.
Bye.